Hi, this is a very short video that shares with you one strategy that you could adopt for success. Before I get into that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Gwyneth, and over the past years, people from different walks of life, they've approached me and asked me how I've gained success in different areas of my life. And that created a dilemma. I thought to myself, how do I reach all these people? Because one thing I know is that success doesn't happen in one instant, in one go. These are habits that you've cultivated over the years or over a period of time. So therefore, I thought to myself, the best way to do it is to create social platforms, have daily videos, and then share it with you. Now that the introduction is done, I'd like to go on to one strategy that I think is very, 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 very important. And I'll explain to you why it's important. The reason why I think this particular strategy or this particular habit is very important is because if you do not do it, someone else will do it for you. Wouldn't you rather do it yourself? I think it's a good idea to actually do things yourself instead of someone else do it for you, unless and if you're in a position where it's not possible. Then if it's not possible, that's completely understandable. Now, this habit I'm going to share with you, it's a habit you might either be doing it already, or you might see others do it, or you might have heard others actually doing it. But I think what I'm encouraging you to do, if you haven't done it already, do it. Start right now. Very important. That is my recommendation. But obviously, it's your life. You can do whatever it is that you want. Right, here goes the habit that you could actually adopt in order to gain success. It has got the 4 acronyms, which is PFYL. PFYL. Plan for your life. Plan for your life is very, very important for you to plan for your life. I know it can be a bit easy for someone who knows how to do it to say, yeah, I plan for my life, or not to plan for my life. And for some of us, who have no idea as to how to plan for one's life, we always say, yeah, we leave it to God's hand. I'm not saying don't leave your life in God's hand. Definitely leave your life to God's hands, because at the end of the day, God is the one who created you. He knows your destiny, He knows your future, He knows your tomorrow, He knows your past, you know where you're going. However, you too have a role to play, because at the end of the day, God gave us free will. With that free will, you need to make sure that you are navigating it in the correct way in order to make sure you gain your success. Okay, now back to planning your life. So planning your life, you need to have just about 3 goals, and these goals need to feed into each other. So, but we start off with the biggest goal that you can possibly think of, your end of life. Where exactly would you like to be for your end of life? Where do you see yourself? Do you see yourself in a farm somewhere, relaxing, watching your grandchildren, running up and down in your comfortable home? Or do you see yourself somewhere running certain businesses, or maybe passing on certain businesses or an empire? I don't know. The question is, where do you see yourself literally towards the end of your life? And then from there, so that will be your very much long-term goal. And then from there, you can then have a medium-term plan. So medium-term plan, you're talking about, okay, maybe within the next 10, 15 years, 20 years, this is where I want to see myself, because these 10, 15 years goals or plans are going to fit into the end of your life goal. And then you've got your short-term goals. So your short-term goals are going to feed into your medium-term goals. So which is one of the things that you are actually doing next week, next month, on a day-to-day basis, because whatever it is that you do today, literally my today's plan is fitting into my week's plan, which is fitting into my month's plan, which is fitting into my year's plan, it's fitting into my 5 years plan, it's fitting into my 10 years plan, it's fitting into my end of life. So make sure you're getting into a habit of planning for your life, and your day-to-day activities are feeding into what you want to see yourself at the end of the life. I think what helps, what I've seen, one nugget there, is that most people, because sometimes it's very difficult for you to see yourself as, in my case, as an elderly lady, it's very difficult to actually, okay, how would I look like, or what is happening around? So maybe it's difficult, but what has helped some people, you just work with milestones. So for example, let's say for those who are a little bit younger, we say, okay, by the age of 16 I should have accomplished this. Possibly I should have completed my GCSEs, I should be making my university, looking at my universities, making my sixth form application, something along those lines. And then when you get to sixth form, you say, okay, fair enough, I've accomplished this goal, let's look at the next goal, going to university. If university is not your thing, that is still fine. You still need to have the goal. Whether you're saying at 16 I am looking to find a job, or I'm looking to get into internship, or I'm looking to find work experience, so be it. But your life today is a result of what you did a couple of weeks back, a couple of years back. So therefore, what we do is the reverse engineering. So you think of what you want to accomplish and then start working towards it, so that by the time you get to it, you already know that this is what you have planned to do, and you've actually planned your life. Because if you don't, trust me, someone out there will plan for you. And one thing I also know is that space is never empty, it's always filled. That's one of the laws of the universe, to say, space is always occupied. You might think that it's empty, but there's always something occupying in a space. Take for example, if there is a job vacancy and then you leave that post, someone's going to fill it. So space is never empty. There's space, but there's always something there. So it's very, very important, once again, as I summarize, to plan for your life. So that is one of my recommendations in today's video, that you plan for your life. And when you're planning for your life, you can either look at end of life, depending what stage you're at in your life, or you can plan for those particular milestones. What are you going to be doing at 16, at 21, at 30, at 40, at 50, at 60, at 70, at 120, or at 200? Doesn't matter. The most important thing is that you actually are planning for your life. Your short-term goals are fitting into your medium-term goals. Your medium-term goals are fitting into your long-term goals. That's it for today. Very short. See? Once again, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to all the comments, the thumbs up. Truly appreciate it, because the act is a motivator for me to create more videos for you, so that you too can gain success in any area of your life. If you have found this video beneficial and you'd like to share it with someone, feel free to share it with whoever you'd like to share it with. But for those that haven't subscribed already, please feel free to subscribe, or recommend someone to subscribe. But I would like to also find out, what are your long-term goals, or what are your short-term goals, so that we can engage in a particular conversation. Because at the moment, we've got a monologue. You're hearing a lot from me. I would like to also engage in that dialogue with you, so that I can help you if there is any area